Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
New at 6, a manhunt is underway for a suspect accused of shooting an officer. That attack unfolded in Georgia, but authorities believe this man, Timothy Ramsey, may be in North Carolina. You probably got this blue alert on your phone. That's because officers say he is armed and extremely dangerous. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Eric Miller. This search is stretching into its 19th hour now. Elizabeth Holmes is tracking breaking developments in the WRAL Live Center. Elizabeth.
Eric, Ramsey is wanted on charges of aggravated assault with the intent to murder a police officer. We know that this happened late last night, and officials say he actually shot McKaysville Police Captain Brantley Worley. At last check, he is in critical condition. Now, again, the reason why we got this blue alert is because that happens anytime a law enforcement officer is seriously injured or killed in a situation like this. And why we got it, Ramsey could be getting close to or even in Cherokee County, North Carolina. So here's a description of him. He is 5'11". He has brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a green chemical resistant suit. And as you said, Eric, he is considered armed and dangerous. If he is seen, do not approach. Be sure to call 911. Eric.
Elizabeth, thank you very much. You just heard Elizabeth explain what a blue alert is, but you can find a full guide on what all of these different alerts mean and the criteria for issuing them on our website, WRAL.com, and our news app. Police in Edgecombe County are looking for the person who opened fire at a high school football game last night, injuring 2 teens. This video right here from the scene shows just how chaotic things were. Fans running for safety. It happened at the Tarboro Southwest Edgecombe game, a highly anticipated rivalry matchup. WRL's Kirsten Clark is live at Southwest Edgecombe Forest tonight. Kirsten, investigators are asking for the public's help in trying to identify this shooter.
Eric, the Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with video of the incident to share it with detectives. Now, the chaos all unfolded behind these gates as the stadium was packed last night for the game. The shooting happened with just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now, take a look at this video again, showing people running from the stands after the shot went off. Last night, deputies said they did have a person of interest in custody, but later updated their statement saying the shooter is not in custody. At least one person was shot with a total of 2 teens injured, according to investigators. Now, WRAL's Flynn Snyder spoke with a father and a daughter who were at the game last night as questions arise over security at this stadium.
A rivalry high school football game at Southwest Edgecombe High ending in fear and chaos for fans like John Jeffries and his daughter Bailey.
It was just a single pop, and everybody stood up, froze for a moment, and then everybody just started rushing.
Eyewitnesses say they heard a single gunshot come from just down the hill at the concession stand during Southwest Edgecombe's game against Tarboro High after fans started running for the exit. Jeffries was away from his daughter when the gunfire broke out. He became emotional, describing his scramble to find her.
Worried about the kids. With everything that's going on, I just wanted to have them all together.
I was scared, and it was just very overwhelming because all you just see is people running and you just don't know where to go, you don't know what to do.
After the shooting, the Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office said one person was shot and taken to the hospital. In a later update, investigators said 2 teens, a 17-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl, were injured and are in stable condition. Jeffries says metal detectors were in use at the main gates, but believes other entry points weren't as heavily monitored.
Come up from the back side and you can get in here and can get weapons in here, obviously.
Edgecombe County School Superintendent saying in a statement, following incidents such as these, Edgecombe County Public Schools and the Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office work together to review safety and security procedures, and that review is already underway. The review is not reassuring Bailey, who says she won't return to a game here.
Don't want to be put in another situation like this again, because you never know what's going to happen next time.
Flynn Snyder, WRAL News, Tarboro.
Now, as Flynn mentioned there, the Edgecombe County Public School System says that there was security in place at the stadium last night. They say there were weapons detectors as well as metal detectors and a large police presence, yet someone was still able to bring a gun inside the stadium. We are still also working to learn what happened leading up to that shooting. Live in Edgecombe County, Kirsten Clark, WRAL News.
Kirsten, thank you very much. Raleigh police are investigating after shots were fired this afternoon. It happened near Rock Quarry Road and Battle Bridge Road. Investigators say no one was injured there and nothing was damaged because of those shots. New at 6, a man and his 5-week-old child were killed in a crash involving a cement truck. This happened yesterday afternoon on Highway 421 in Irwin. Troopers say a van failed to stop at a stop sign and drove in front of the truck. Both the driver of the van and his infant were killed in the crash. A woman and 2-year-olds were also in the van. They were taken to Wake Med for minor injuries. The driver of the truck also has minor injuries. Charges have not been filed at this time. Raleigh police say someone fired shots in the parking lot of Star Bar. That's just off Treywick Road. It happened around 3:30 this morning. Thankfully, nobody hurt there. WRAL News has reported on issues at that Raleigh nightclub in the past. In April, a performer's van and 3 other cars were damaged in a shooting in the parking lot. From April 2024 to April 2025, there were 93 calls for service to the bar and 17 reported incidents. All right, if you have been outside today, it does not get much better than this. A picture-perfect fall Saturday across our area. Taking a live look out here right now, downtown Cary Park. Hundreds of people out there enjoying the day today. Meteorologist Brian Schrader in the WRAL Severe Weather Center for us tonight. Brian, rain chances are moving back in the forecast soon.
Yeah, we have at least one more day to enjoy this nice little taste of summer in fall. Let's take a look here live at Lake Gaston, and it is a gorgeous evening on the lake from the Point Restaurant. You can see some people coming in there. The sun is out, just a few clouds in the sky, and it is seasonably warm as we take a look at those live temperatures. Right around 80 degrees up at Lake Gaston. We've got 80 degrees in Wilson and Goldsboro in the Triangle, upper 70s right now. In Irwin, 80 degrees, and in Fayetteville, 80 degrees. Looks like Clinton is the warm spot at 6 o'clock at 82 degrees. And it feels comfortable out there because the humidity is pretty comfortable. About 53 degrees for the dew point right now, right in that comfy zone. It's going to creep up a little bit tomorrow, but it's still going to be tolerable. Now, it's going to be nice tomorrow, but then we are tracking more rain chances as we head into the early part of next week. I will time that out for you coming up in a few minutes.
Brian, thank you very much. In an exclusive interview with NBC News today, President Donald Trump says he hopes the nation will heal following the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Though Trump suggested a radical left contingent in the country stands as a barrier to that reconciliation. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson was arrested in Kirk's murder. Kirk was shot during a speaking event at Utah Valley University on Wednesday. Public records show Robinson's last voter registration date was July 13th, 2021. He had no political party declared then. Authorities are continuing their investigation into Robinson and the shooting, including the motive here. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox says Robinson will face the death penalty. Right now, detectives in Sanford are searching for a man wanted for murder. Police say Wilser Joel Aragon Gutierrez is accused of shooting and killing Eugenio Nicolas Bolañez Vanegas. The shooting happened at ETS Gaming in Sanford a week ago. Anyone with information is asked to call police. State Highway Patrol is investigating a crash on US 64 in Wake County early this morning. Troopers say a car went over the center line near Zebulon, hitting a tractor trailer head on. The driver of the car was severely injured and taken to the hospital. Police say alcohol may have been involved here. The company that makes Ozempic is eyeing Johnston County for a possible new expansion. Sources tell our NC Capital team that Novo Nordisk is scouting 70 acres of farmland in Four Oaks. A deal hasn't been finalized at this point. Officials in Four Oaks are scheduled to vote on annexing the land on Monday. Wake County Schools held a job fair today looking for child nutrition services workers. At today's job fair, candidates learned about available jobs, met the team, and applied. Justin Rivera with the district's Human Resources Department says even though we're already weeks into the new school year, they're still looking for new employees.
We're continuously hiring, right? We're looking for personnel that enjoy their community and want to give back to their community by encompassing the school.
And if you missed today's job fair, you can still apply to open positions on Wake County Public School System's website. Still ahead, grave sites disturbed. People say staff at a Wake County cemetery moved objects surrounding their loved ones' grave markers. Why officials say it happened. Next. Plus, help for families battling childhood illnesses. How a young cancer survivor in our area is using her fight as an inspiration to help others going through treatment. That coming up. Welcome back. Disturbances at a final resting place. People with loved ones buried at a Wake Forest cemetery are demanding answers after they say staff removed objects from grave sites. A mother shared these pictures with us, and she says she found toys from her daughter's grave marker in a nearby brush pile. WRAL's Flynn Snyder shares why the cemetery says it happened.
They ripped it all up.
Toys and other objects gone from the gravesite of Catherine Rahm's daughter Camille and scattered in a nearby brush pile.
I collapsed at the gravesite. I mean, it was really, really, really hard. It was the only toy she's ever had.
Rahm has been placing toys here since Camille's stillbirth in 2023. She says recent enforcement of maintenance rules at Pine Forest Memorial Gardens in Wake Forest has left her and others with loved ones buried here in shock.
The grave is a place that we can really express, like they have the toys and the things that maybe like some other people wouldn't have.
I obtained a copy of Pine Forest regulations. They ban the use of metal, glass, or plastic containers except on certain holidays. They also ban figurines during mowing season. That was news to Rahm, who says those rules have never been enforced before.
I'd never been told this wasn't allowed. She's been here 2 years and nothing like this has ever happened.
I asked Everstory Partners, the company managing Pine Forest, how long they've been managing the cemetery, when maintenance rules began being enforced, and why they were being implemented. A spokesperson replied to me with a statement that says the objects were removed to prevent damage to landscaping equipment during a recent park cleanup, which staff say was advertised with signage last month. Ron believes more could have been done to alert loved ones.
On Monday, I told her a million times, I'm so sorry that you're here with these people. Like, I'm sorry that this happened.
The removal has those with loved ones buried here calling for more notice before future cleanups. Flynn Snyder, WRAL News, Wake Forest.
And Pine Forest staff announced this week they will add multiple Facebook posts to their page leading up to future cleanups. Families coming to Durham for their child's treatment at Duke Health have a new housing option available thanks to a local nonprofit. 12-year-old Harper Harrell was diagnosed with leukemia in 2021 and spent long stretches at Duke Children's Hospital. While her family lived nearby, they saw many families struggle to find a place to stay. Now, 1 year in remission, the family is making sure other families can stay close to their loved ones in care. The first family was welcomed to Harper's home at West Maynard earlier this month. The nonprofit is working on a 6-home expansion to support families in need. That's some good work there. Puts a smile on your face, Brian. And you know what? I know the weather out there today putting a smile on a lot of people's faces this afternoon.
Absolutely perfect out there. And it is beautiful right now on the eastern side of Wake County as we take a live look at the Old Town Hall in Zebulon. A few clouds there. We've been dealing with a little bit of cloudiness in a few spots, but it's been a pretty sunny day overall. Right now, 77 degrees. Take a look at that northeast wind at 9 miles an hour. We've got high pressure funneling in that wind from the northeast, a little bit cooler and a little bit drier. That's why it felt so nice outside today. And it's a great evening to eat outside. Take a look at the next few hours with temperatures falling through the mid 70s into the lower 70s as we get toward 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. And as we have mostly clear skies, just a few clouds, we should see those lows dropping to upper 50s to around 60 degrees by daybreak tomorrow. Sets us up for another beautiful day for Sunday. High pressure still in control. Maybe a few more clouds tomorrow, partly cloudy with high temperatures generally in the low 80s, and that humidity is going to stay in check. Today it was well in the comfy zone. I think it's going to be a little higher tomorrow, but still right there on the edge of tolerable and comfy. It's still going to feel pretty nice outside tomorrow, and then generally seeing that humidity increasing as we head into the early part of next week. Then we take a look at what's going to happen on Monday. That's our next weather maker that comes into play. We have a stalled front offshore. Looks like we're going to have an upper level low that develops, and that's going to spin up a little surface low pressure, not a tropical system, just offshore. And then it looks like it's going to move back toward the west. Still some model disagreement about exactly what's going to happen, but I want to show you the Euro version of the model here because we think that this is probably closer to what's actually going to happen. As we get into Monday afternoon with some cloud cover, we start to see a pretty good chance of showers building in from the east, and that'll continue into Monday night. The Tuesday morning commute could be a little wet with some showers, and that chance of showers lasts on into Tuesday night and into Wednesday as well. That's the European model solution. The American model keeps all of this largely offshore, and that's what this forecast rainfall reflects. A much lighter dose of rain here with less than an inch, less than a tenth of an inch in many spots. However, I will tell you that the European rainfall forecast calls for significantly more rain, so we'll have to tweak that, fine-tune it. Of course, we'll get new model data later tonight. Also watching that tropical wave out in the eastern Atlantic. The latest update from the Hurricane Center has it at a 50% chance of developing into a tropical depression over the next 7 days. And as we take a look at that tropical depression probability over the next week or so, it keeps it out in the central Atlantic. Just something to monitor. Don't get worried about it. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast with those rain chances increasing into early next week. Temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 70s. Then once those rain chances decrease later in the week, we have a little bit of a warm up heading into next weekend.
Brian, thank you very much. All right, the Blue Devils are on the road tonight, but while the Bull City Duke's hometown hero is hoping to make his mark, a one-on-one with VJ Anthony next in sports. Duke faces Tulane tonight on the road at 8 p.m. All eyes will be on current Duke quarterback Darian Mensah, but you'll have a hard time missing defensive end VJ Anthony. 4 sacks already this season. He's announcing his presence to the football world. And if he has it his way, Durham would also be on the forefront. WRAL's Pat Welter has the story.
VJ Anthony is having his moment.
Facing a 4-man rush, Altmaier hit in the pocket and sacked back at the 40. Vincent Anthony.
3 sacks versus Illinois earned him ACC Defensive Player of the Week.
He won't even get a chance because he's sacked for a 3rd time by Vincent Anthony Jr.
The Duke defensive end is putting himself on the map.
As he's at Durham County, you got big stands.
But he won't forget where he's from.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
After Duke's Thursday night opener versus Elon, VJ took advantage of a free Friday night.
Take off.
By spending it watching and cheering.
Good defense, Mike!
For his alma mater, Jordan High School in Durham.
Good defense, baby! Miss high school ball, but you're just excited for the young guys. They can go out here and just show what they got. I've seen a couple college coaches out here.
A 3-star recruit out of Jordan, getting an offer from Duke was a dream come true, even if his mom graduated from UNC Dental School.
So crazy thing, I actually grew up a Carolina fan. Grew up a diehard Carolina fan, and then got offered by Coach Cutt and his coaching staff, Coach Cutcliffe. And so that's where I made my transition to being a diehard Duke fan and coming here to play for Duke and play for the home crowd.
Despite his mom's ties to Chapel Hill, playing in Durham was in his blood. His dad, Vincent Anthony Sr., played for NC Central in the late 80s.
I talk to my dad really every day. Also mom too, but really my pops every day since he played college football. He's been in positions where I am. Jordan O-line, they done got a little beef up front.
Supporting his high school means the world to VJ, and he's making an effort to help the whole town.
So we just had our drive, my first community day drive. It's my first annual, so basically we picked 7 organizations, 7 foundations. So 3,000 items going to each 7 of the foundations. So that was my first thing, and I plan to have that every year.
What does it mean to be from Bull City? I feel like, people talk about Raleigh,
right.
They talk about the Triangle, but right. Durham has its own specific identity. Durham is his own place, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful. The people here is what makes Durham. Durham isn't, like you said, you have Raleigh, you have Charlotte, you even have Chapel Hill, but Durham, what makes Durham is the people of Durham. That's what I love about, that's why I stay home. Let's go! Hey, Cheese, you good? In Durham, Pat Welter, WRAL Sports.
All right, some good news now for NC Courage fans out there. The Courage defeated Angel City FC and carried today 2-1. Courage center back Kaylee Kurtz made history with 108 straight appearances for the Courage, breaking the National Women's Soccer League record. NWSL Commissioner Jessica Berman was at the match and did the coin toss at the start. Happening right now, the North Carolina Tar Heels have a commanding, dominating, crushing lead here over the Richmond Spiders. They're currently up 41-3 in the fourth quarter, literally just seconds left to play in this game. WRAL's Luis Fernandez is there right now. He will have the highlights in sports tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock. Man, those scores finally looking like what all of the Belichick boosters were hoping UNC was going to look like. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We will have more for you tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock. Have a good evening.